Congratulations, boys and girls. We've made it to the end of another week. Yes, it's Friday, the 3rd of April 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom. Look what I found. Look what I found. Oh, tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? Look at this. I think this came from Mary. I think this came from non-Irish Mary from Ireland, who we lost last year. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But when we did our... not me, when the 12... Was it 12? I think it was 12-year anniversary United Kingdom talk sort of party type thing, where a load of people turned up at the Golden Lion, where I was doing karaoke at the time. There was Adam, Wendy, loads of people turned up there. And Shania was there, wasn't she? Dino. Wonderful. What a wonderful night that was. And she handed out all these little yellow ribbons, and I think that's where that comes from. Anyway, I've got my yellow ribbons there. Hopefully we'll be able to use those again at some point. So good morning to you, gang. Who's there today? Morning to Jason Hughes. Morning, Jason Hughes. Early people there today. Fran Green. Good morning, Fran. Fran, I've ordered some more bags, darling. Ordered some more bags at your request yesterday. There was one for Roy, one for you. I've ordered, I think, 5 more. So we can have a couple as prizes, or if anyone else wants to buy one, okay? So more bags on the way. Be a couple of weeks coming with those. The post is very slow at the moment. Very slow, which is, of course, completely understandable. Morning to Paul and Lou. You are early today. What's wrong with you? You haven't wet that bed again. I told you to get those nappies. Why don't you just get the nappies? No problem. When you get a bit older, people understand it, dear. You know, get the nappies. It'll stop you having to get up so early in the morning. I know you don't like getting up in the morning. I mean, it's pretty obvious by the time you've been turning up for this show. Rude. By the way, I have been elevated. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Good morning to Adam the Plumber. Hello, my darling. Morning, like young Adam. You right, sweetheart? Morning to Adrian Richardson. High Grade Gaming. Another one very early this morning. Good morning to you. Hello to Diane Jebb, Mick Davenport, Tony King, Gavin Bass, Kevin Arnold Ashburner. Morning, sir. There's young Mandy Davenport as well. Is that everyone? Fun thing to do is with tech. You are all early today. What's wrong with you lot? Most of you usually turn up about half hour after we finish. Or are the notifications working now? As a matter of interest. We did do a little bit on that the other day. I'll do it again in a second for you, just in case you're not getting those notifications. High Grade Gaming is very stressed today. Can you tell me a joke to make you smile? Don't need to do that. Have a look in the mirror, mate. That is a joke. That really is a joke. I don't need to tell you a joke. Just look at yourself in the mirror. You will laugh your head off at how the Lord above has made such a strange-looking face. It's all very... I haven't got my music ready. My music programme has not been started off. Oh, so you see, I've broken the flow now. Can't do it now. We've broken the flow, yes. You will look at your face in the mirror and you will think to yourself, how strange... and mysterious is this face? Why has him above decided that I, High Grade Gaming, should have a very, very strange face? Very strange and mysterious. That's what it is. Exactly. Strange and mysterious there. Who else have we got here? Tony King, morning. Hello to Kieran. Welcome back, Kieran. Colin K in the house. There's Colin. Yes, indeed, it was from Mary. I thought so. Oh, it was the 10-year anniversary. My God, was that 5 years ago? Dear me, we did play the video. I remember that video. You spent hours, days doing that, didn't you? He made a video to show in the pub, Adam the Plumber, on our 10-year anniversary surprise party that they all put together for me. And Adam put together this video, which they played, of all little bits from the show. And we're watching sort of me on the screen, which I must say I really enjoyed, watching myself on the screen. I think I might do it more often. You know, sometimes I'm flicking around on the television. I can't find anything to watch. You know, flick. Isn't it annoying? And then, so what do? I put on some of my own shows to watch. Great entertainment, if you don't mind me saying so. Absolutely wonderful entertainment. A whole back catalogue of years and years of me. I mean, what more can you want out of life? Be honest. What more could you want out of life? I've known people with holidays booked, right? Holidays booked, and then at the last minute, they discover there's no Wi-Fi in the hotel. They cancel the holidays because they're frightened of missing one of my shows. That is true, a true fact. That is a true fact. Thank you very much. Thank you. Morning, Alan. Alan Wainwright. I don't know when your thing's coming. Shall I have see if I can do a tracking thing, Alan? Would you like me to see if I can do a tracking thing on your clock? I can't always do that. I've never quite worked out how to do that. Sometimes you click on the tracking thing and it says parcel not found, doesn't it? Let's have a look there. What is it? Intel parcel. There it is. Thank you for choosing to send. There we are. Tracking number. Let's see where it is. Let's see where your parcel is at, Alan. Oh, it says in transit. Well, that don't tell me much. Where is it, dear? I want to know where it is. It says oh, here we go. Tuesday, received. Wednesday, pickup request, manifested. That's a good word, manifested. Wednesday, collected. Friday, received at the National Sorting Hub in Rugby at 7:17 a.m. this morning. Christ, it's taken 3 days to get there. I told you, Hermes are a little bit slow, but I like the fact that they can come and pick it up. So that's where it is. At the moment, it's stored in Rugby. That's where the time signal comes from, isn't it? Beep, 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 beep. Although it does keep the same note rather than the one I did there. You probably thought that was like an impression of Toby singing, wasn't it then? Toby sings out of karaoke's. Morning to Mark Jones. He's just come off night, so he'll probably fall asleep. Hello to Sean Pye. Morning, young Sean. How's your milk round doing? I bet you're delivering more stuff, aren't you? I bet you've got a load more customers now. No, I beg your pardon. Wrong Sean. Silly fool. Morning, Sean Pye. Completely the wrong Sean. Good morning to Sean Pye this morning. Is that everyone? Is that everyone today? Kieran, we said hello to Kieran. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there's a load more names there. Oh, where are we now? Kieran. Claire, morning. Can I place an order for a United Kingdom Talk face mask? You like those, don't you? You must have watched last night's show, did you? Have you seen these? Look, we wore one of these last night. We wore one of these last night. I had a word with my sister, actually. These are very, very important, boys and girls. Now, I cannot guarantee that you won't get any viruses or bacteria, okay? But I was thinking about this last night, Claire. What you could do, right, is get a medical mask. And I'm sorry, some of those are pig ugly, aren't they? A little bit like some of the viewers that watch other channels. Not this one. Not this one. They watch other channels. And I've looked at some of those people. You wouldn't want to bump into one of those on a dark night, I'm telling you. Channels such as, well, I can't remember any at the moment. But sometimes I dip in and out of other people's channels. And there's some very, very strange people watching these shows, dear. Not this one. There's no strange people at all, but there are on the other ones. Anyway, what you could do is get a medical grade face mask, put that on, and then, because it's a bit ugly, isn't it? It's a bit boring, a bit bland, then you could put this over it. And I'm sure that will be good. All right? There you go. Look at that. Isn't that marvellous? You're supposed to keep it above your nose, but you see this bit here, that's supposed to have some sort of elastic bit there, so it makes it tight across the mouth. I have to say, wearing a mask, I think, is one of the most awful things, because every time you breathe out, the hot air comes back at you, doesn't it? Some of you more than others. You know, I mean, I'd probably put one of those on. I wouldn't even notice it because there's no hot air that comes out of my mouth ever. I'm a very quiet person. Very, I don't talk much, really. You know, only to myself, usually in small rooms in the mornings. That's about all. I don't talk much. But those of you that are, honestly, and some people, they go on and on, don't they? Oh, they're chatting on and on about nothing, basically. I don't understand them. They're the sort of people, and you'd be, every few minutes, you know, you get another load of hot air coming back at you. Claire, we're not really doing these. I can have a word with my sister if you want. and see what we can knock these out at if you want. And we'll see what we come out with. I would imagine something like that's going to be about £5 or £6. I would imagine. By the time she sent it to me, and then I've sent it to you, and she's got the material, I would imagine about £5 for one of those. I would imagine. Just a guess. Don't order one now, for God's sake. If you're is anyone interested if my sister can make some of those for a £5? Eh? I can put a couple up there as prizes as well if you want for the main. I've actually got one. There is a spare one. Where's that gone? Oh, there it is. Is that it there? There it is. There we are. Here is a spare one. Now I haven't had this one on yet. Okay, I haven't had that one. I reckon she could probably knock these out for a £5. By the time you put them in the post, it's £1. Well, she's got to send it to me, so that's £2. Do you see what it is? It's just a pain in the arse. Sorry, it's a pain in the bum. All this postage, but yeah, this is an unused one, so that would be. Of course, I mentioned last night that if you wanted the one that had been on my face, that would be a lot more expensive. Obviously, this because you're buying something that an international star has been wearing. So I would have to charge you more for this one. Shall we say, £500? I think that's very fair. Because, of course, in years to come, this will be worth a lot more. When I have my daily... Because I'm already on the BBC, as you well know. I'm already... Regularly, dear. In fact, I'm very pleased to announce that... that I have been upgraded on BBC Radio Lincolnshire. Yeah, baby. They used to play out little clips of this show. I'd send them in, and nothing was ever rehearsed. There'd be a bit, and I might be telling you a story, and I'd think that's a good one to do. You wouldn't notice it, but I kind of restart the story when I've realised that, and I might change it a little bit. This is while we're live, and then I'll cut that bit out and send it to them. Well, that was usually played out in the upload show on Thursday nights if they selected that particular one to play, because you have to remember there's lots of other people sending stuff in as well, so they give everyone a fair crack of the whip. They're in Lincolnshire and Berkshire as well. I send it to 2 places. And they play them out on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Around about 7 o'clock, usually somewhere between 6 and 7 o'clock. But I received an email yesterday, boys and girls, and I have been upgraded. Yeah, and today I'm being played out at approximately 1:15 in the afternoon. Upgraded, dear. Upgraded. Yes. 1:15 in the afternoon. Peak listening time, dear. Peak, dear. Peak. I'm peaking far too early this morning. I'll tell you why I'm like this morning. I've just had a a WhatsApp video call in Cyprus with my niece and great nephew George, great niece Emily, and great nephew James. I'm sorry, I just was mad. I did stupid things. But anything to make people laugh, that's it. Anything to make people laugh. That's what we want. A little bit of happiness there. Morning to George Bond. Won't be watching your live stream anymore. Okay, George. Well, I hope you enjoyed what you watched. All right, my darling. Good morning to LaBelle. Your emerald-eyed king of magic is in the house. Good morning, LaBelle. Hope you're well today. Hello to Heidi Oliver. Morning, Heidi. Hello to Luke Trott. Morning, Luke. Alan Wainwright. Mandy, he wants a whipping. You can't ask for whipping, Alan. That's not right, dear. You can't. I select when people are whipped. Oh, and if I think for one moment that you're enjoying it, then there won't be any whipping. It's not a pleasurable thing, dear. It's for punishment. For punishment. Dear me. I mean, where will it all go? Shocking. I'm sorry, I'm jumping down here a little bit there. Where did we get to now? Oh gosh, there's Colin. There we are. Your friends trying to stop you from watching trips. Trips of what, darling? Trips of what, George? Trips of what? Tell us, darling. You should do what you like. Don't do what your friends say, my friend. Did everyone get to see the pictures? When was that? I think that was I'm sure I showed them. I can't remember now, LaBelle. That might have been 2 shows ago. It's a long time ago. A long time. Hours. Hours. How are you, LaBelle? I've just ordered a wig. Honestly, I've ordered, it's only £5 off Amazon, just a cheap one, because there's a TikTok video that I've had an idea for. I've uploaded 2 more TikTok videos, incidentally, boys and girls. You can find them on my Facebook, or indeed download the excellent TikTok app, because there's so many people on there with so much talent, some musical talent, some comedy talent. It's just wonderful, that app. I'm so glad I discovered that only this week, wasn't it? TikTok. Download TikTok and look for me. My username is the same username as it is on YouTube and Twitter and everything else. Chris Reardon UK. Chris Reardon UK is my username. All right. I can't remember, LaBelle, if I put those pictures up or not now, to be honest. Tina's feeling a bit better. That's good news. Let's have a look. Trevor Campbell, good morning to you. Milkman delivered to a block of flats. A woman shouts out from the 6th floor, Milkman, have you got half a stalk on? The milkman replies, I know, it's the wind blowing my apron. Rude jokes will not be tolerated on this channel, I'm afraid. Mandy! Rude joke coming from Trevor Campbell. There needs to be pain and suffering sent out there. Okay. Let's just scroll down a little bit there. Good morning to Rachel Wheatland. Morning, Rachel. Hello to Mark Cording. There we are. You do want some of these, do you? Okay, I will ask my sister how she gets on, okay? I'll ask my sister if she can give us a little price for those. They won't be very expensive. What will be more expensive is the blooming postage. That's going to be a large letter, and that's £1.20, something like that. I can't remember what a large letter stamp is. £1.20, and then she has to send them to me. So double that, little bit of material. I reckon about a £5. Okay, on those. So we'll see about those. Hello to Scotty Goodwin. Good morning, Scotty. Shania still there, head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. Morning to John Aitken. Hello to the silent viewers. We always mention the silent viewers who are out there watching quietly. Good morning to you. Claire, I've got your favourite shirt on, by the way. Did you notice that? I don't know why those buttons are like that. It's not like stretching. It just looks like it's being pulled by fatness, doesn't it? Strangely enough, Claire, I don't appear to be putting any weight on, which is a bit odd, really. Consider I'm maybe it's the hour walk I'm doing each day. Might be that, although I haven't been for 2 days. I'm trying to give my foot a rest, but it's not improving my foot at all. Claire's going to make herself a face mask. Oh, you didn't do it though, did you? Right, I think we need to move on here, dear. We're not getting any stories out here this morning. Just quickly with your names. And Gary's British Talk Show. Good morning to you, Gary's British Talk Show. Look out for the ideas, Gary. Feel free to use anything in my show you want to on your on one. George, don't worry. Who's your friend? Who is this friend of yours, George, who wants to stop you watching? Do what you like, mate. Just do what you like, George. Morning to Roy Brownlow. Morning, Roy. The school coat. You mean the one that was hanging there? Oh, that's only for the quiz show. That's only for the quiz show. Good morning to Sabrina. Morning to Sabrina. About 1:15 on BBC Lincolnshire. That'll be somewhere between 1 and 2. He said about 1:15 he'll be playing out a little clip of mine, which you will already have heard, okay? So that'll be on BBC Lincolnshire tonight. I think it's William Wright playing it out. I've kind of become friends with him. He's a lovely chap, he is. Took me round the studios and everything when I went up to see there. It was really good. Let's have a look. Thank you. Mandy would be interested in one of my sister's face masks. Right, I'll go on to her and see if she can make a few for us then, okay? Roy's had a bit of a tidy. Roy, I have had a tidy up here, actually. LaBelle's got TikTok videos. Put your username up there, LaBelle. Put your username up there and we'll try and find you on the TikTok there, darling. All right? That'd be good. Oh, LaBelle's got TikTok videos. Fantastic. Mark, why don't you just send us them? Well, because then that gives her unnecessary work. You know, gives her unnecessary work, really, doesn't it? You know? And then I've got the envelopes here and all that. Might be an idea though, Mark. I'll ask her what she wants to do, all right? Thank you, Alan. Mix Mowers, good morning, Mix Mowers. Amelia. What about Amelia? Amelia. That's your girlfriend, isn't it, Amelia? Is that your Amelia? Or is that someone else's? I don't know what goes on here, dear. It's like people have pampas grass outside the front of their houses. Just like that on this channel, I think. Pampas grass. Poor Sean's struggling with the dishwasher. There we go. And I think that's about it then. That's about it then. Right, we've done all our names this morning. Cloudy at the moment. It's been cloudy when I got up. And I was having my breakfast. I had Wheaties. Have you had Wheaties before? And they got, what's it called? Not peach. There's similar. What's that stuff? Begins with A. Oh, Christ, I can't remember what it's called now. It's got like a fruit. Apricot, thank you. Apricot. It's got apricot mush in it. I call it mush. They're these little wheaty things, okay, like crisscross little things. And inside, they've got a little bit of apricot flavouring in there, or whatever it is, some sort of gooey stuff. And you put some milk on that. Very tasty. That's what I had this morning with a few blueberries. And while I was sitting there, the sun came out. And I thought, oh, it's going to be a nice day after all. But now it's clouded over again. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that at all? Or might be a little bit too bright out. Yeah, you can't really look sunny to you over there. Looks a bit sunny, so it's got a bit cloudy out there. We had a nice 2-hour show last night. Very nice indeed. As I say, I've ordered some more bags. I've ordered actually 5 bags. One for Roy, who's with us today, and and one for Fran, who requested that we order some more, and there's another 3 for anyone else who might want them, or we can have them as prizes for the bingo on Sunday night. There's a lot more people have been added this week actually to the bingo, so we should have a good laugh on Sunday night. Okay, bingo on Sunday night is at 8 o'clock. If you don't know about that and you want to join in the bingo, you are welcome to do so. You just need to send me an email to that address there, Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk, and I can add you to the bingo system. I'll reply to your email telling you that you have been added. All right, so don't worry about that. Thank you, George. I've just got your email there for a raffle ticket, which we'll do later on when we do the raffle tickets. I've also, on Claire's advice, actually, you remember I bought it, it's gone in the cupboard now. You remember I bought some Heinz catering pack baked beans, which I paid £12 for. And at the time, I thought, well, that seems a reasonable price. I don't know how big they are. Anyway, they came, and they are indeed very large cans. Is there £12 worth of Heinz baked beans in there if you would buy them separately? I'm not convinced there was. I think I might have paid over the odds for that. And I mentioned this last week on this programme. And Claire came back to me, and I think she said she managed to find some for £3.50. I can't remember the exact price there, Claire. So I've already almost got through the first tin. I've got to tell you, I do like baked beans. And of course, once you open a big tin like that, you want to eat them as soon as you can. You know, I wouldn't normally have sort of keep getting beans out of the cupboard all the time. But once I've opened a big tin, I thought, well, you better eat these as soon as possible. So I'm having them every day. And to be honest, I think you when you're spooning them out of a great big tin like that, I think you probably eat more than you would have done if you see what you put more in. You know? Anyway, so I'm almost at the bottom of the first tin. There's probably one more meal there, which I go today. I'll have that today. Probably with some more of those delightful vegan sausage roll things that I've got. So I thought, well, I better order some more. I've only got 2 catering packs left now. So I did what Claire said, and I Googled them. And I didn't find them for £12.50. I found non-Heinz ones from a company called Campbell's Meats. Obviously, I was very careful that they weren't beans and sausages because I don't eat dead animals, as you well know. Campbell's Meats, they're doing catering-sized baked beans, £3.50. Wow. Can't go. I've ordered 5. I've ordered 5 of them. So I've got 5 catering packs, and that'll see me through for a while. Lovely. Yes, please. Baked beans. If you saw my TikTok video I did last night, you'll see that I do like baked beans. The proof of it was in my TikTok video last night, okay? So I've managed to find £3.50 Campbell's Meats. They're called Campbell's Meats, okay? That's where they're coming from. If you want to type it into the Google, perhaps get yourself one or two of them. The delivery charge on those is £4.99. So buy as many as you can. And that seems to go up. I've ordered, that's for 1 can or 5. All right, so it's £3.50 times 5, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 50, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. So it's about 23 quid for 5 very large cans of baked beans, you know, the catering packs. All right, Campbell's Meats. Thank you very much, Claire. Has she mentioned that at all? There you go. Claire, you can't have enough beans. So that was, there she goes. She says 1 large can of baked beans is about 6 ordinary ones. Yeah, so I paid well over the odds for those, didn't I, Claire? But there you go, you know, you learn, don't you? So beans have been ordered. I had a couple of failed shopping trips yesterday. You might think I'm being blooming stupid here, but I went to, I had, whose letter? Mick Davenport's letter. I had Mick Davenport's, what was it, a hat or a bag? I can't remember what I posted you now. I posted 2 things yesterday. One was a hat for Gavin. Gavin's got a hat. Yeah, yours is a bag, wasn't it? So I had this bag, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll go down to the post box. I'll see how busy it is, because I can. This is the post box that's quite near the post office. It's like a sub post office in the what do you call it? In the newsagent. And but before you get there, you can stand on the other side of the car park and see how busy it is. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be touching people or not. If not, I just carry on walking down all the way down the road, turn right. It's a bit of a walk anyway, you know, and then go to my usual post box. Anyway, so I got there and I thought, well, it's next to Aldi as well. I might go in Aldi as well. Anyway, so I got to the top of this road here and I looked down, and there wasn't loads and loads of people around. There was, however, a few, you know, and these few people, they were basically queuing up to go in Aldi. There was about, I suppose, about 20 people in this queue, you know, with big gaps, 2 metre gaps in between them. And I thought, well, I don't think I'll be going in Aldi. I couldn't be bothered to queue up like that. So I kind of went behind them all, round the outside, and I posted Mick's bag for. You may even get that today, Mick, as it went off in that particular post box. I don't know. You may or may not get that today. So I found at the Aldi shopping trip, and then I went the other way down to the Co-op. I did tell this last night. I went down the other way down to the Co-op. So to come back to the Co-op, I have to go past my house and carry on again to the Co-op, which is only a few minutes away. I got down there. There was a couple of people milling around outside. I thought, well, I can avoid those easily. And I went up to the door, and I'm kind of... You see, you may well think this is sensible. I kind of... I've just found a hold. Look, I can use this as a holder for my pen. Look at that. I'll never lose my pen again now. I can put that there. You can't see that, can you? Wow. A little holder for my pen. What a good idea. And I looked in the window and I thought, I can't see too many people in there. Anyway, so I got to the door, and the door is automatic open, so you don't have to touch that. I won't take a basket. Oh my God, they're alive, they are, dear. Alive with infections, those nasty trolleys and baskets. I'll just go around there, just a couple of bits. Blueberries. I'm running out of potatoes. I've only got about 4 potatoes left. I'm a big potato eater, as you can see from the shape of my head. So as I appeared, another bloke arrives at the door. I thought, oh my God, he's going to brush past me. I was terrified. And I looked round him and I said, oh, do you want to come in? He said, no, I'll wait here. Oh, so he was obviously thinking the same as me. Thank God for that. Anyway, I appeared in. I couldn't see too many people. And then I saw them. 2 people standing at the till. Well, I was off, mate. I was off. No, I'm straight away. No, I wouldn't go in. I'm terrible. Terrible. I mean, I don't want to bring it down, but I mean, when you see the numbers of people that are dying now, 500 odd people yesterday, 500 the day before, I don't want to be one of them. I will take as much precaution as I possibly can. Anyway, I wouldn't go in. That's it. I come back home again, close the door to the world, immediately washed my hands and disinfected myself with my Dettol spray. Yes, thank you very much. My mate has got us a little bit of shopping anyway, which I was going to go up and pick it up last night after the show, actually, but he didn't get the frozen stuff. The frozen stuff didn't come, which happens apparently sometimes with these delivery things. So I think he's going to drop it outside my front door at some point today. And the dried items, anyway, you know, the stuff that doesn't need to go in fridges and freezers and things like that. So I didn't have to go and get that last night, which was good. Interesting enough, when I was walking back from the co-op, a couple were walking in the opposite direction. So when you see them, I come off the path. I'm right on the other side of the grass there. And I say good morning. Morning. You going down to the co-op? Yeah, is it busy, they said. I said, no, not really. It's a couple of people standing at the till which stopped me going in. And they laughed. And they said, we had this discussion about supermarkets. The worst one is Sainsbury's. Massive queue out there every single day. All with their little trolleys because it's a big Sainsbury's. But it was saying you want to go down to Lidl. There's a Lidl in a place called Crowthorne, which is it's actually a bike ride away, Crowthorne. You couldn't walk there. It'd take a long time to walk there. But you could cycle there if you want to, if you don't want to take the car, which could be your exercise for the day. They said if you get down there between 8 and 8:30, there's only about 6 people in the queue. So I suppose if I needed to, that could be a possibility there. There's a couple of things I'm getting a bit low on. Potatoes and soya milk, you know, which I get. I'd have it delivered, but my mate tried to get that on the delivery and it didn't come. But there we go. I'm all right for the moment. I made my first order on the Echo app, as advised to me by Gavin Bass, who I think he's with us this morning. Gavin Bass, that's Echo. Now, this is where you order your medicine, so I don't have to go to the chemist anymore. You just order it on Echo, and it comes in the post. The first order apparently takes about 10 to 15 days, so I've done it in advance, you know. And then after that, you just order it. Echo from Echo. Echo tell your doctor. The doctor says yes. They send Echo the prescription, and they just bring it round to your house. How fantastic is that? Because, I mean, possibly you got more of a chance of picking something up in a pharmacy rather than a supermarket, I would imagine, because they go in there with the various ailments, don't they? You know, coughs and sneezes, spread diseases. Is that the right tune? Hancock's Half Hour, that one, isn't it? Yep. Another thing I've downloaded is House Party. Now, a few of my friends have been, closer friends have been raving about this, and you can have lots of people talking, and I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if that's any good for the karaoke. So I'm going to have a look at that. House Party, apparently, which is this thing you can download. You have to be careful. Don't use the same password for that as everything else, dear. Never, ever, try not to use your same passwords. Take note of this for everything. Very dangerous, because someone gets your password that you use for everything. Well, you're done then, aren't you? You know, different password for each thing, and then if someone guesses one of them, you've only lost that, rather than everything. Talking about losing things, I've lost a folder on my computer. I've actually lost a folder. When I was uploading the sort of picture, you know, the picture that goes on YouTube to say today's show starts at, and there's usually a picture of me. I usually take that at some point in the morning before the show. And I save it to a particular folder called Bridget, after my mother. This folder is called Bridget. It's gone. I don't know where that's gone. It's not in the recycle bin. There's nothing in the recycle bin. I've lost a folder on the computer. How the hell does that happen? I typed it into the search thing. Bridget, no, it's not there. It was there last night. And that's strange. Now, I tend to put in there temporary things. You know, temporary things. But there is, I can't remember. There is some stuff in there that I often refer to, and I won't know what it is until I realise I can't find it. Ah, that must have been in that folder. I don't think I've ever lost a folder before on the computer. The Bridget folder has gone missing. How very strange and mysterious. Where has the Bridget folder gone? Have you got it? Perhaps I've been hacked. Perhaps I've been hacked, boys and girls. I've been hacked and they've stolen my Bridget folder from the computer. It's not there. It's gone. Very odd indeed. I'll let you know if I find it, but I've done a search. It's not there at the moment. Watched a bit more of Mother, Father, Son last night after the show. That's a really good programme on the BBC iPlayer, okay? Mother, Father, Son. And that's about it. What else are you saying there this morning? LaBelle follows me on TikTok, okay? LaBelle Showgirl, so I should be able to follow you now. Let's have a look. LaBelle Showgirl is this gorgeous lady's TikTok. Let's find her now so I can add you immediately to my TikToks. TikTok videos. I've got another couple of ideas for TikTok videos. Hoping to do one today, actually, over the forest. Everyone does these little dance. I wouldn't be very good at the dances, though, LaBelle. That's the only thing. Okay, LaBelle Shogun. There she is. Gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you, LaBelle. Thank you, LaBelle. Gotcha, my love. Looking forward to your TikTok videos. I try and do funny things. You know, funny things there. 2 TikTok videos. Gavin Bass has done TikTok videos. There's Gavin. So I've made my first order on my Echo today, Gavin. Thanks for the advice on that. Sabrina is George's girlfriend. It's all very confusing on here. Who's with who, to be honest. Morning to you. Sabrina has done TikTok videos as well. Look at that. Michael Lawrence, good morning to you. I am a desperate person, Mick, as you well know. Thank you. Claire, we've done that one, haven't we, done one large... Adrian, you must keep an eye on your sugar levels. No problems with me, my friend. I weigh myself, Adrian. Don't you worry about diabetes. Not going to happen with me. I keep an eye on my weight at all times. And I don't add sugar to anything. Thank you very much. Where else are we now? A very good morning to Daniel Woodhouse. Good morning, Daniel. Why does the so-called tomato sauce in beans never actually taste of tomato? Well, you're right. There's probably so much sugar on it, Daniel. You're right. And the thing is, it's different. Like different brands of baked beans taste differently. My personal favourite are Branson. I find them quite tangy. Some of the cheaper models, like Coral, which is Aldi's own, I mean, they're okay. Don't taste of much. A bit bland. So I put a bit of Worcestershire sauce in there to give it a little bit of taste there. Morning to John Aitken. Have I said good morning to John? I think I might have done there. Adrian, let's scroll down a little bit. So Daniel Woodhouse, very good morning to Daniel. I think you might be here for the first time today. So welcome to our little bit of fun there. Hello to Mari. Good morning, Mari. Mari Lowe in the house there. Weird City Citizen. Good morning, Weird City. John gets his pills delivered on Monday. Excellent. How many months worth do you get, John? I'm wondering. You know, when I get my pills from the Royal Free, at what point do you ring them up? Sort of, you know, do you get to your last bottle and then you ring them then? Or do you wait till you're sort of a week away to empty? I'm not quite sure. I think I would go the month before, actually. So I'd get to my last, you know, get the last bottle out of the back. Okay, that's my last one, and then ring up. I'm thinking that. Is that what you do? Because if we don't get those, you know, that's it, mate, isn't it? It's all over. House Party is Noel Edmonds in it. No, it's an app. I think loads of people can talk to each other. I haven't looked at it yet. I've only just downloaded it, but we wait to see how good that is. Morning, Shania's on her way to collect a prescription. It's going to be coming very windy in Berkshire. So it already is, Jason. If you saw my TikTok video, you'd see it already is. Try viewing hidden files. You may have accidentally hidden it. How do I do that? Oh, it's okay. I'll Google it later. Maybe you could be right there. Could I have hidden it? How do I view hidden? Is it a right click? Let's have a look. Right click. View. Nope. It's not a right click. Sort by. Nope. Display settings. No. How do I view? I don't know how to view hidden files. So it'd be a hidden folder, wouldn't it? View hidden folders. Can I just do that a second? View hidden folders. Let's have a look. View hidden folders. Select the Start button, Control Panel, Appear in Folder Options, View tab, Show Hidden Files, Folders and Drives. Okay, I'll have a look at that later. Maybe I have. I don't know what's gone on there. Right. Where are we now? Colin. Get one of the file recovery and delete programs, and that will find it. Okay. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Thank you. Mrs. Bouquet. Oh, Rachel's done a Mrs. Bouquet TikTok. I'll have a look at that, Rachel. I think I've subscribed to your TikTok. I'm not sure. I've got a few subscribers. I'm not sure who I've subscribed to. Who was that young lad on there last night? Finley, wasn't it? Finley. So I subscribed to what I thought was him. I thought, oh, well, there's a young boy there. He was 9 years old, isn't he? He was watching the show last night and he was with his mum. And so I watched him. Oh, then he's quite good. So I'm putting these messages, well done and all that. It turns out it's not him. I subscribed to the wrong person. What an idiot. Adam, you can set your computer back to an earlier time. Yeah, I know that one. That's restore or something like that, isn't it? Right. John gets 6 months of meds. Yes, well, that's what I normally pick up, John, when I go 6 months. They called yesterday. I phoned them last week. They called yesterday. Oh, yeah. I think then once you get to the last bottle, then I think that's the thing. Last bottle. All tablets. Thank you very much. Get to the last bottle. That's the thing to do, isn't it? And then ring them then. Good. Right, we've got some stories to read you today. First of all, the weather. Right? It's going to be a wonderful weekend. In the sun this morning. We're on the brink of a mini heatwave, boys and girls. A mini heatwave is on the way. Temperatures are set to soar over the coming days. Super Scorcher will begin tomorrow, Saturday. You're looking at 15 degrees tomorrow, which is 1560, which is about 70. 68, 70 degrees, something like that in the Fahrenheit. Even hotter, according to the Sun on Sunday, getting up to 20 degrees, making it the warmest day of the year so far. So 20, 40, 50, that's 70. That 15 is not 70. 15 is 15, 30, 15 is about 60. But that's still warm compared to what it's like been like. So that's good news, isn't it? We're looking for a very nice Sunday, lovely weather. So if you're lucky enough to get a garden, then good. If you're in a flat, perhaps not so much fun, is it? Good morning, Gareth Loxton. Morning, young Gareth. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Weird City, about that. Thank you. Coronavirus lockdown sandwich. This is in the Daily Mirror today. There's some good stories today in the Daily Mirror. It's been quite easy to put a show together today, actually. A lot of stories coming through that are non-coronavirus related. Do you know, I'm dying for a wee. Do you mind if I just have... I'm absolutely dying for a wee. Can I go and have a wee? Do you mind? I don't normally do this, do I? I can't... It's either that or you get a shorter show. What's it going to be? You decide. Shall I go and have a wee or will you get a slightly shorter show? I can read this one before it bursts out. Man creates very unusual coronavirus lockdown sandwich. Supermarket shelves have been stripped bare. And it says, this user, Billy K, uploaded a picture of his latest lockdown creation to the group Rate My Plate. I mean, this is some thing on the internet, right, for bored people sitting in office. So they upload pictures of their dinners. I don't understand people who simply upload pictures of sausages and mash or roast potatoes or something like that. It's just boring. I'm sorry. Endless breakfasts and pictures of people's dinner. Why? Oh, wow. Look at my roast dinner. Oh, wow. Another roast dinner. Where's the entertainment value in that? No, they're bored. Well, another thing for these bored people to watch is a thing called Rate My Plate. Okay, I'm going to the toilet on your position. What shall we have? Let's have Undaunted Warrior. Back in a moment. Thank you so much, boys and girls. Better. You'd rather the music stayed on, wouldn't you? Go on, admit it. You'd rather have the music on. Gareth's got a deck chair, same pattern as your shirt. Thanks very much, Gareth. It looks like it's been stretched, but believe me, it's not. Look, it's nice and loose. It just seems to... Oh, I know what it is. It's not been ironed. I took this off the out of the washing bag and give it a good shake. I can't be doing ironing. No, thank you very much. So you all said I could have a toilet break there. Thank you very much for your permission there. Adam the Plumber's on TikTok as well. Okay, we'll have a look for you as well, Adam, later on. You'll probably subscribe to me, so I'll look at my people who are subscribed and have a look to that. Anyway, so this sandwich, for those that aren't aware, Rate My Plate is a community of people who share both unique and who share and critique pictures of people's dinners, and it can get pretty savage. You see, I'm not really into that. It's like that. What's that program on the Channel 4? Where you invite like 4 or 5 people over for dinner, and then they slag you off. Sod that. Why would anyone want to go on that? Because I want to be on the telly. Oh, I'm on the telly tonight. Oh, yeah, I cooked this. Can you just imagine it? Oh, I cooked this dinner for some people on the telly tonight. They were really horrible about it. Well, don't go on there then. Don't go on there. I think it's an awful programme. All this nastiness on the telly all the time. Why do we need that? You know, self-proclaimed judges on other people's work. I don't think so. I don't think so. I can't bear that. One thing I really hate is when people slag my work off. No, that's it. You're gone, mate. That's it. While some users share pictures of the gourmet burger, fry-up, and perfectly decorated cakes, Mick Davenport does perfectly decorated cakes. Others share slightly more odd combinations, and it seems Billy definitely falls into the latter category. He shared a picture of his lockdown creation, lasagna sandwich. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Lasagna sandwich. And users are divided. In between 2 pieces of white bread, sure enough, there was a massive slab of lasagna. Is that appealing to you at all? While the sauce didn't look although it was runny enough to make the bread soggy, it did appear to be missing one vital component. That's the bechamel sauce. I think that's how you say it. That, you know, the white stuff. While some people praised Billy for his creation, it's fair to say there were others that were less than impressed. One person says, lasagna equals good sandwich equals good. A lasagna sandwich, I think I'd like to try this. Another agreed. To me, almost even within reason, you can put anything savoury between 2 slices of the bread and make a good sandwich. Excellent idea. So, I don't know, does that appeal to you? A lasagna sandwich. How's that sounding? Morning, Gary. Come Dine With Me was that programme. Thank you, John. Yeah. Which one? Would you eat a lasagna sandwich? Have you got an unusual sandwich that you may make sometimes? Any of you do sort of the triple decker or anything like quadruple decker sandwiches? Anything like that? What's my favourite? I think my favourite sandwich is probably a cheese and onion toasty. Oh, yes, please. Oh, do you know what? I haven't got any bread. Oh, I can't do one. I've got no bread. I fancy that right now. A cheese and onion toast. You don't necessarily have to have one of those, you know, sandwich maker things. Oh, what a nightmare they are to clean, aren't they? Oh, God. Especially if you're doing something like cheese in there. What a nightmare they are to clean. That being said, I've got a George Foreman grill up at the caravan, and I've discovered the best way to do it is to clean it immediately. As soon as you finish cooking, turn it off and clean it while the plates are still really hot, being careful with your hands, of course, and then it comes clean quite easy. But would you eat something like, what would you have in a sandwich, apart from me, of course? I know there's one or two of you out there that would like me in your mouths, wouldn't you, my darlings? I can tell that. I can tell that. Let's have a look. See what you're saying there. Where are we now? Dr. Gregorian, morning, Dr. Gregorian. Good morrow, friends, Romans and country. A little bit of Shakespearean coming up from Dr. Gregorian today. Morning to you. David Hunt, a very good morning. Well, of course we've started without you. It's not my fault you can't drag your sorry arse out of bed this early in the morning, is it, dear? Chop, chop, dear, come on. Nice and early. Early bird catches the worm, as I said the other day. John loves lasagna. Mix homemade meatballs in a sub. You like that, do you? In one of those, not subs. They're not subs, dear. That's American, that is. They are long rolls. They are Long rolls. Meatballs in there. Claire, a crisp sandwich. When's the last time you had one of those at school? Was it? Or a sugar sandwich. Remember sugar sandwiches? Did you have one of those? Poor kids running around. Of half of these, those children that were at school with me now who had sugar sandwiches have now got false teeth. Not me. Look, solid. Solid as a tooth. Ba 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 ba. That one. Yeah. Solid teeth here. Crisp sandwiches. Spaghetti bolognese on a sandwich, says Mick. Wow. Mari made some jam buns yesterday. That sounds nice. Cheese and tomato is my favourite sandwich of mine. I quite like the, what are they called? Ploughman's. You know, cheese, pickle, bit of lettuce. I think it's got tomatoes in it, a cucumber, all sorts of stuff in it. Ploughman's sandwiches. I quite like those. Very nice. Rachel, clean your George Foreman with sunflower. Oh, it's quite clean, actually. Mine is clean. I do it straight away afterwards, Rachel. As soon as I've finished cooking. Usually Quorn sausages, you'll see, that nothing comes out of those. Any of those Quorn products, you cook them, there's no grease, not a single drip of grease in those things. Very low on the sort of saturated fats, those. I don't think there's anything in them at all. David was shopping. He's got ham, pickled what's it say? Ham, pickled onions, prawn cocktail crisps with a drizzle of the pickled onion juice. In a sandwich, David. Oh my God, your breath must stink, dear. Well, both ends. Both ends. Oh dear. John, tomato sauce sandwiches. I think I've had one of those. Gareth Loxton, BLT, the old favourite there. Bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes there. Cheesy mash on a sandwich, says Mick. It's all different sandwiches that people enjoy there. Whatever you like. As I say, my favourite, cheese and onion toasty. I quite like those. But you can do it. You can do 2 bits of toast and then put kind of a slice of cheese and some raw onion in there. That's all right. You know, some of that red raw onion does take your breath away, doesn't it? So your eyes start streaming and all that. Now, children. Now, boys and girls, have you got children at home now, not doing anything? They could be making money. Obviously not for themselves. For you. Yes, for you. Don't let them have the money. In the Daily Mirror again this morning, great beanbags are looking for a professional bean bag tester. Is this something your kids could do? Gary, here you go. Something for your 3, for Olivia, Evie and Harry here. Great beanbags are looking for a professional beanbag tester, and there's no one better for the job than brutally honest children who are coronavirus lockdown people and their dogs who love to sleep. Now, as you know, children are brutally honest. Uncle Chris, why haven't you got any hair at the top of your head? Or they're the red trainers that I wore when I was going round to my nephew's house. Great nephew Harry, there I go, wandering into the house. Hello, Uncle Chris! Great nephew Harry. Uncle Chris... And he looked at me like this. He was 5 at the time. He looked down. What have you got on? 5 years old. Hated them. My bright red trainers they are. Ralph Lauren. Don't mean anything to him. Don't like red trainers. And after I found that out, I made sure that every time I went round there, I had the red trainers on. Oh, I've seen a lovely pair of shoes. They're blue with blue laces. And like, you know the bit at the bottom? What's the bit at the bottom called? So you got the shoes, the sole. The sole is also blue. £38. I'm tempted. I don't know what the quality is like. I've done that before and I've ordered shoes online. They come from China or somewhere like that. And they're honestly, very bad quality. They look all right. They're Oxfords, you know, with the little dots around the outside. Anyway, it says, since most schools have sent their pupils to work from home, there are more opportunities than ever for your children to earn a little pocket money. And we're not just talking about chores around the house. There's now an opportunity for your children to get paid to test beanbags with the help of their furry friends, although it is strictly only dogs, not cats, I'm afraid. Well, I think that's against cats. This company is clearly cat-phobic. Don't buy anything from them. There'd be a left-wing group there run by Jeremy Corbyn himself about this company, dear. and do it. Jeremy Corbyn, bless his heart. I'm sorry, I can't do Jeremy Corbyn. I don't have any clothes that are that old. Really. I just imagine him walking round smelling of digestive biscuits and coffee, don't you? In that dirty old beard of his. And can I ask the government, how is it in this year of modernism that we can allow, that this government can allow a company that treats dogs fairer than cats? Surely this government cannot allow that to happen. That'd be Jeremy Corbyn in his little bot. Oh, he's not doing it anymore, is it? He's given up. Bye-bye. Nasty old man. He's got some decent ideas, I suppose. You know, he has. Everyone's got decent ideas. I have to remember that. Whatever politician you go to or you like, whatever one you dislike, you have to remember they are doing what they think is the right thing to do. Whether you like it or not, that's how they are. They're not doing it for any other reason. They believe that their way is the right way, That's always have to remember that. They're not doing it to be nasty to anyone. Jeremy Corbyn or who was that liberal run? Oh, she's gone, isn't she? She's working at McDonald's now, I have heard. What's her name? Jo Swinton. Oh, hello. My name's Jo Swinton. And you're going to really love me. No, we didn't. She was just on another planet altogether, weren't she? Anyway, we digressed here. Can I just do this? It says there's an opportunity for your kids to get paid to test beanbags with the help of their furry friends, Only Dogs. It's simple. All they have to do is spend time lying around, relaxing with their dog to test the beanbags for children and dogs. Great Beanbags is the name of the company if you want to look them up. Great Beanbags are recruiting one lucky duo. So there you go. Well, that could be Harry and Evie. One lucky duo to take on the specialist role of beanbag tester and quality assurance specialists. And what better time than now? We're all stuck in the lockdown. According to the job advert on the website, the successful pair will receive the latest beanbags for themselves and their pet, earning £50 for each review. That's not bad. That's not a bad wage for a child, is it? It's more than what I get here. Get nothing. Not a penny, dear. As well as a heap of doggy treats as well for the dogs. And if earning money by spending time with a pub isn't enough to make your children apply, the successful applicant will also receive a matching official reviewer uniform to wear with their dog while working. Oh, that's great, that is. There you go. If you want something for your children to do, look that up. Great Beanbags is the name of the company. And it's there. I've just clicked on it. It says, apply to be our official beanbag reviewer. Greatbeanbags.com is what you want to go on. All one word, greatbeanbags.com. And have a look around there and you'll see an advert for an official beanbag reviewer. But got to be a little person. No good for you old people on here. Like David Hutt. Too old, David. Sorry, too old, darling. Too old. Is your caravan opening back up this season? No, it's open. It's open. It's open now, actually. And I was invited to go up there. The great Sylvie, who is queen of all caravans, personally, because they like a celebrity on there, you see. They like an international star. Because I attract other people to the site. I said, oh my God, Chris Reardon's got a caravan there. We must go on that site. So obviously that's why she rung me up personally to ask if I was coming down. And at that point I said yes. But then we got into the lockdown situation and they don't want us to move around and I comply with that as everyone else should. It's for our benefit. There's no other reason. All these blooming conspiracy people. Oh, don't they get on your nerves? Oh, no, well, they're obviously hiding something. That's why they're locking us all down. Well, what do you think's happening while we're all in bed? What do you think's happening while we're all at home? Someone digging up a road and laying cameras at... Well, we've got the cameras already. You let that happen. Cameras all over the blooming place. Not round here. There's probably some of them. I'm not surprised. There's always people looking in my windows. They want to see an international star and what he gets up to during the day. I have to be very careful when I put the dodgy films on. I have to close all the curtains and everything. because people can see in. I'll be straight in that paper on the front page of The Sun. BBC star seen watching dodgy films. Terrible. So, yes, the caravan is open. Can't go up there, though. I paid the ground rent, funnily, this week. That cheque got cashed so quickly, I couldn't believe it. Sent a cheque to Sylvie. And so I've paid the ground rent and I can't use the damn thing. And I'll probably lose 6 months of that this year, at least. At least. I can't see this being over before September. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. I can't see it. Gavin likes a cheese, onion, pickled sandwich. Mick, Marmite cheese spread and pate. Or not pate, not duck pate. Do you know how that's made? Look it up, Mick. That's all I'm saying. It's not pleasant. Poor ducks, dear. Forced to eat stuff against their will, my love. Fran used to love cheesy mash, beetroot and corned beef. Oh, I'm not sure I like that. Don't mind a bit of beetroot on a burger. They do that in Australia, you know. Is Michael Pullman with us? They do that in Australia. Oh, no, he was going for a walk, Michael Pullman, today. He was here in the forest. I was having a little video he was making there. Adam, you talking about souls remind me of the Charlie Drake song, What a Beautiful Fish Are Souls. What a beautiful fish are souls and souls are souls. Well, I don't know that one, darling. Have you made that up, Adam, or is that an actual song? Marmite and peanut butter sandwiches for lunch. Marmite is a particular taste, isn't it, really? David, take the pate away and replace the cheese spread with some melted brie. Ooh, I say. Thank you. Yes, are we hitting like buttons? The like button at the bottom of the screen there. Beanbags are great for throwing at people. See who gets knocked over first. Good morning to Dave Osler. Morning, Dave. Morning to you, Dave. Gareth is getting a refund on his ground rent as they've closed the site. Is that right? Well, to be honest, Gareth, that's not really their fault, is it? I understand how you've got to carry on paying the rent even if you're not there. It's a little bit like you have a flat or something. You know, you go on holiday for 2 weeks. You don't expect not to pay the rent for 2 weeks. So I get that. No one said to me not to pay it, so I've still paid it. Very good morning to Finley Trott. There you go. Finley called into the show last night. He's 9 years old and does his own TikTok videos. I completely subscribed to the wrong person yesterday. But we found him in the end. So good morning to you, Finley. Get your drawings in. Here's something else for the children. One or two, you must have children at home. In fact, here's an idea for you here, Finley. Okay, in the Sun this morning, it says children are being called on to get drawing to help decorate the empty walks of the new NHS Nightingale Hospital, which is, of course, at the Excel Centre. It says the amazing new hospital opens its doors today. In just a fortnight, the Excel Conference Centre in East London has undergone an extraordinary transformation into a 4,000-bed temporary hospital to deal with the coronavirus cases. And I've been watching that, and I'm just amazed and blown away how quickly they've been able to put that hospital together. But the team are now calling on your talented children to brighten up the makeshift wards for parents and the frontline heroes working around the clock. I'm going to give you an email address here, Finley. So get your pen ready. You might want to... I don't know if you're any good at drawing. I'm not very good at drawing. See how this chair keeps moving? It's so annoying. It really is. Yeah, I don't know if you're any good at drawing up painting, but this might be of interest to you and indeed any other of people's children that may be watching today. The team are calling on your talented children to brighten up the makeshift wards for parents and the frontline heroes working around the clock. The Nightingale Hospital are appealing for children aged 12 and under, so that's you, to send in pictures to decorate the walls of this unique medical centre. They want drawings, paintings and messages to help lift the spirits of everyone at the NHS Nightingale. Now, you wouldn't have to be a brilliant artist to do this, okay? If you can do any sort of picture, they want you to send your stuff in. Perhaps great niece Harry and Evie could do this as well. Great niece Evie and great nephew Harry could do this if Gary's still watching. I don't know. And there's some pictures already been sent in there, and they're wonderful. They are children's pictures. That's what they want to brighten up the wall. What an excellent idea! What a really good idea. I mean, why? You know, some of these places, and you've seen it yourself. You know when councils, they put up this structure. What's that? Oh, piece of modern art. Only £50,000. Are you for real? Yeah, and I see these. We've got some stuff in Bracknell. We've got signs in Bracknell's that lean over like this. This way is that and that way is that. And you think, why is that leaning over? Oh, it's modern art. What? Just put a blooming pole up there. It's this thing leaning over like that. And we've all seen these awful, dreadful, absolutely ghastly pieces of modern art costing tens of hundreds of thousands of pounds. Why? And then you go and see pictures that children have. You usually go past schools, don't you? Like primary schools, and they've got all these children's pictures. You look in the window, and they're either in the window or on a wall over there. That children have drawn, and they're wonderful, wonderful. Why bother paying someone £20,000 for a picture when you can just put an advert out like this, and children can send in their wonderful artwork? I've had stuff done for me. Sometimes by a great niece. I can't remember if Harry's sent me anything. Great niece Evie's sent me stuff before. Pictures. There's nothing better than seeing a child's picture. Well, I think this is an absolutely brilliant idea. And congratulations to whoever thought about this. Various pictures here. The story's in the Sun if you want to look it up. Here's what you have to do. Okay? Pen ready, Finley, and anyone else. Email or scan a photograph of your drawing to the Nightingale at... So you send it to nightingale@thesun.co.uk. All right, send it to nightingale@thesun.co.uk. So it's an email address. Nightingale at thesun.co.uk, and we will deliver it to the NHS Nightingale. Include with it your name and age and a contact number for your mum or dad or whoever looks after you. Why not send in a photo of you holding up your picture as well? We will print a selection in the paper, and all those chosen will receive arts kits. Entries close on April the 8th, so you've got a few days to do that. Do it as soon as you can, anyone who wants to do that. Go on, there you go. It's something for your children, boys and girls. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right, I'll give you the email address again. Email or scan a photograph of your child's drawing to the Nightingale, to Nightingale@thesun.co.uk, and they will deliver it to the hospital. What a great idea. Absolutely great idea, that. Fantastic. Finley's got his own YouTube channel as well now. Excellent. Oh, you've already done some? Excellent. That's excellent, 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 excellent. They're building a temporary hospital in Bristol as well. Yes, and Manchester. Are they all called the Nightingale? I think they might all be called the Nightingale. Not 100% sure on that. Anyone know the answer to that then? Good. Right, excellent. And talking of children, again in the Daily Mirror today, some dads played a cruel April Fool's joke on his children. I love this. As a result of a coronavirus, schools across the country have closed. And one dad, Andrew Hall, played the ultimate practical joke on his two daughters, tricking them into believing schools had reopened. How cruel is that? When actually they hadn't, and we need to stay inside. So what he did, he found the whole ordeal hilarious. The children were left in tears. It was so cruel. Andrew and his family are at home. They both got up and dressed. He went and told the two girls that the school would open again, and they were so happy. They both got up and dressed in record time, packing their bags for the day, clearly believing they were about to be reunited for his friends. But the smiles on their faces and eagerness to get ready, Andrew knew he'd successfully pulled off the trick. But it was only when the girls had walked across their front garden that Andrew told them it was an April Fool's joke. In the video, you can hear Andrew saying April Fools as he laughed hysterically, but the girls were in tears. How cruel. Oh. One of the girls collapsed on the floor, Oscar-winning performance. The other burst into tears at the thought of staying locked inside any longer. Although the pair couldn't believe that their dad would trick them like he did, they were more disappointed they wouldn't be seeing their friends. After the shock wore off, they all laughed it off and returned back to the house. I'll tell you one person who wouldn't have laughed it off, the mother. You know what the mother's like? Ow! Because mothers, I'm sorry, ladies, and this is true. This is true. They often don't see the funny side of stuff. They don't see. The fathers are laughing, practical jokers left, right and centre. The mother, and I've seen this out in supermarkets and in shopping centres. The dad will do something, the kids are laughing their heads off. The mum goes mad and issues pain and suffering. Oh, that one hurt. That one really hurt. What else have we got here? Tweety birds. Good news if you like Tweety birds, boys and girls. Hope for the British sparrow. The house sparrow is showing signs of resurgence. Thank you so much. Tweety birds are coming back. Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. Not like those magpies round here. Nah, 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 nah. Tweety birds are coming back. Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. The house sparrow is showing signs of resurgence after decades of population decline, according to the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds. Chirping sparrows were once seen as commonplace in almost all British gardens, but since the 1970s they've struggled to adapt to the rapidly changing modern world. Sightings of the sparrows are down by more than half overall, but since 2010 the species has experienced a resurgence, with numbers increasing by 10%. So we get some nice sounds again in the gun. Actually, just a moment. I thought I could hear a cuckoo. That we have a cuckoo. It's either a cuckoo or a wood. I think it's a wood pigeon. There it is. 1 minute. Let me turn the other mic up. See if you can hear that or not. No, it's stopped now. Can't hear it there now. There was a wood pigeon. And it's a nice noise. It's similar to a cuckoo noise. Ever so pretty, ever so pretty. It's thought that the lack of winter stubble and less grain being wasted for birds to scavenge may be partly to blame for the long-term sparrow decline. So that's good news, isn't it? We'll get some nice noises again in the garden. Thank you, Mandy. It's all right, Mandy. Just testing out the equipment there, my love. Adam, last night they done the clap for NHS. That's right, key workers in my street. That happened around here as well, Adam. That happened around here as well. While I was playing, I've got some clapping that I play at 8 o'clock, and while it was on, I could hear people outside had come out of their houses, so that was quite nice. Hello to John Paris. Scary week this week. Some Jobsworth Council worker advised that we must leave the site. When I asked him where he will arrange for me to live, he gave up. So we are safe now. Congratulations, John. That's a well. You won against the council. Wow, that is to be commended, my friend. Very difficult, because I won't use the word. Wow. Well, you're all right for now. Well, fingers crossed you will be. Yeah. You wouldn't have heard the beginning of the show. My site is open, but I didn't get up there before the lockdown. Probably I would have been happier to stay here anyway, because, I mean, it's all very nice having a caravan and the outlook, and I wouldn't have been able to visit family, which is the whole idea of being there. And then where I am here, obviously, I've got all my stuff around me, stuff that I do stuff with. I can do shows there, but that's about it. I've got a keyboard there, but, big telly, DVDs, none of that up there, so I'm probably better off to stay down here, to be honest. Well done with that one, John. Well done. And you won't need your heating on Sunday, mate. Oh, no, dear. No, 65, 70 degrees on Sunday. We're all looking forward to that. John's got lots of chirping birds, finches, sparrows, and the noisy parakeets. Oh, they're a bit annoying as well, aren't they? David, I am cuckoo. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Rachel's got a blink camera attached to the bird table. Isn't it lovely watching animals and all that? I love it. Various little birds and that jump down. Last night I was out watering my hanging baskets. Oh, hanging baskets. Now, if you've been with the show for a while, you'll know I have geraniums. Trailing geraniums coming out of those hanging baskets. Let me tell you, this is the 3rd year. Right? Usually, hanging baskets, 3, 4, 5, if you're really lucky, 5 months of colour coming from that, and then they die. You chuck them away and redo them next year, or buy new ones. You can get them ready-made if you want to, if you're lazy git. I make them myself. Don't take long. Anyway, 3 years ago, I planted these trailing geraniums. And they didn't die during the winter. And then last year, around this time, I changed the earth. Cut them right back. Changed the earth, cut off all the dead bits, cut them right back. Changed the earth, put them back. Another year. Come down. Guess what? Another year has passed. We've come through the winter, almost. They're still there, alive. So I'll be doing the same this year. Happy days. Haven't got to buy anything. And to buy hanging baskets ready-made, you can pay an awful lot of money for some of those. I've seen figures £25, £30 sometimes. You can get the small ones for about £6, sometimes from Aldi. The trouble is you've got to be careful with plants that you buy from Aldi. You've got to get in there on the... usually, I think it's Thursdays and Sundays their delivery day, isn't it, Aldi? It is round here anyway. And they don't look after them. They probably don't have time to do it. If you don't get them on the Thursday or the Friday, by the Saturday, they're as dry as a bone and no one seems to care for them. That's the only thing with those. But they are, you can get a cheap small one. If you want a decent one, you've got to be paying 25, 30 quid. Or make them yourself. So easy. Well, these ones are now 3 years old. And they're still cascading with white and red flowers. Happy days. Haven't got to buy them again. Adam. When doing the club, a few of my neighbours came to the bottom of the garden and said, thank you for doing everything you do. Because, of course, he's doing his plumbing work and Royston does caring, doesn't he? Yeah. John's lost his front window boxes. Well, that's because you live in Shepherd's Bush. Is it you in Shepherd's Bush, John? That's why, dear. You want to get away from that area. Sell the place, dear. For Christ's sake, get away from Shepherd's Bush. Ghastly place. In the metro this morning... Why have I got the front page of the Metro up? That's no good to me. Where's the story gone? Oh, well, let's ignore that one. Close. What's the time? We're going to do our rough ticks. Do you know what I'm going to do this morning? Because of my foot problem, I'm going to... My exercise today, I'm going to cycle down to Crowthorne and see if there's a queue outside Lidl or not. How do you say it? Lidl? Lidl? I'm going to see if there's a queue outside Lidl or not, and I might go in there, see if I can get in there and get a few bits and pieces. I've had no eggs for ages, no eggs, and fresh things, you know, like peppers and things, because I like to do an omelette. I haven't had an omelette for a couple of weeks now. Might go in there. I'll check how many people are in there. If there's too many people in there, I won't go anywhere near it or in the queue. You know, this thing is just all very well. You said 2 metres apart. I don't believe a word of it. They were saying that on the news last night. As they think a sneeze can travel a lot further than 2 metres. Yeah, are you kidding me? Of course it can. I reckon a sneeze would travel 12 metres or worse if you've got the wind blowing the wrong way. Dreadful. Where are we? You live. David lives in Shepherd's Bush as well. I've offered to rescue there from there, David, but no, you want to carry on living with your mother. Well, that's up to you, darling. That's up to you, my love. You were offered. You were offered. Mick, when all this is over, we should have a Band-Aid type concert. Yeah. Feed the world. Oh, no, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that is the right one. Let them know it's Christmas time again. Perhaps we'll have that one come out again this year. The queue at Lidl here. Oh, yeah, but you're in Shepherd's Bush, David. That's what it's like where you are in these cities. I don't think anyone can get any shopping, can they? Out here, it's a bit different. Crowthorne is all right. A bit posh there. There was a petition to stop Lidl building their place there, actually, in Crowthorne. Oh, yes. Crowthorne, very posh, dear, very posh. But there you go. You could have been out here by now. You know, in this lovely house with a garden. But no, you stayed with your mum. Well, it's up to you, darling. Up to you. One of those nasty girls that you go out with, dear. Dreadful. There's nothing wrong with Shepherd's Bush, says Michael Lawrence. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Have you driven around there? All those people smoking those dodgy cigarettes on that tiny little bit of grass when the sun comes out. They got a Shepherd's Bush. They got this tiny bit of grass, right? I say tiny, it's not that small, but it's like a roundabout. It's surrounded by fumes, choking away, stabbings going on, fast food restaurants. But the sun comes out 3 seconds, right? Everyone runs onto this bit of grass, right? The sun stays out for 5 minutes, right? Then it goes back in again. They all leave the grass, and the rubbish that they leave on there is, tell me I'm lying, David. You know I'm not lying. The rubbish that's left on that little bit of grass is disgusting. Dirty, disgusting people. No, thank you. I shall not be going to Shepherd's Bush to sit on the grass with you. Well, I might do, actually. Can we get a tent? We got a little tent to shut ourselves off from the rest of the people there, eh? The sun. It may be the ultimate first world problem, but we're all having to go without any kind of beauty treatments. And I can see there's a lot of people watching this channel this morning who could, let's be honest, do with a little bit of beauty treatment. My God, a lot of you don't bother anymore, do you? I can tell from here, because I can see you as well. Don't worry about that. And David, keep your hands above that sheet. It says, well, if the thought of everyone knowing your natural colour fills you with dread, then why not jump on the new beauty trend taking Instagram by storm? Yes, because, of course, boys, it's not just us who's having to cut our own hair. I think I've done quite well. I think David was talking about getting one of those things as well. I've done quite well this time. This is my second attempt. The front doesn't seem to be a problem. It's the back where you can't see, and you're kind of trying to hold this damn thing at certain angles. Women are now shaving their heads entirely after the crisis left them unable to go to the hair salon. On the one hand, some Instagram users said the uncertainty of the virus has made them want to try a new and totally different look as well. Meanwhile, others simply can't be bothered to wash and style their hair during the lockdown, as I can see from this programme today. The only one who looks decent is Claire. She's the only one that's bothered. Terrible. Terrible. Meanwhile, others simply just can't be bothered to wash and style their hair, and we say we can't blame them. From full-on buzz cuts, that's, you know, like this, to ponytails. Oh, ponytails on men. Isn't that the most awful thing ever? Ponytail. What do they look like? Ponytails on men. From full-on buzz cuts to ponytails that have bravely chopped up. Here, fabulous digital, and it shows you some various pictures of ladies who've had really short haircuts and look fantastic. I have to say, girls, nothing wrong with that. Some of them completely shave it off altogether. Do you know, I think it's quite a nice look. The sort of number... What are they? Sort of number 3s and number 4s on ladies. They still look feminine. Look lovely, girls. So good luck to you. That's what I say. Good luck to you if you're going to shave your hair. Got to do something, dear. You know, can't look all trampish like Jeremy Corbyn does, can you, my loves? No. Let's have a look. Oh, bless his heart. Roy Brownlow's been waiting hours to ask for a ticket. Not much longer, just another 2, Roy. Fran, how dare you? Where are we now? Daniel Woodhouse, to think I was nearly going to get the main stage caller's job at Mecca Bingo in Shepherd's Bush. Is that there isn't one there now, is there, Daniel? Was that a while ago? Mecca Bingo. Gosh. I went to the one in Clapham Junction years ago. I won 50 quid. I was so happy with myself. That was a lot of money then. Quite a lot of money then, you know. What's this? What's Roy Brownlow? Look, there he is. Get raffle done. Stop rabbiting. You just so want to be my producer, don't you, Roy? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to have to tell you this, darling. I don't need a producer. Don't need one. Thank you so much for your offer, but no. A conspiracy theory in The Sun claiming 5G. I just don't get this. How can people think that 5G has caused the coronavirus? A conspiracy theory claiming that 5G has caused the coronavirus outbreak is doing the rounds on WhatsApp. Yet that and Facebook. Oh, look what we've seen on Facebook. Let's cut and paste that. Oh, that must be true. It's on Facebook. God. The concept is thought to have gained popularity last month when a YouTube video supporting the claims was heavily criticised from spreading the bogus information during a very real crisis. And the video was filmed at a US health conference. It shows a presentation by Dr. Thomas Cohen, or Cowan, and was published by the account Parents for Healthcare Rights. During the presentation, Cowan claims that Africa was not affected by the coronavirus outbreak because it's not a 5G region. Well, if that's the case, why is it all over the place? There are places that have got the coronavirus with no 5G, in this country included. It's only in big cities that they've got this so far, this 5G thing. Now Twitter is full of people highlighting that the 5G theory is spreading via a lengthy WhatsApp voice note. And we've had those as well passed around, haven't we? Have you had the voice things passed around by a so-called doctor in China who gives all this advice? It's all crap. It's all rubbish. Why can't people see this? You've only got to tell some stuff to people and they believe it, don't they? You've only got to tell... I mean, if I told you I was good looking, you would believe that straight away, wouldn't you? Huh? I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. Let's have a look there. Oh, look, Roy's going for it now. Now that he's got a bit of attention, he's going on and on. Have you noticed that? We got more messages. Now that I've read out one of his messages, he carries on sending them now. Have you noticed that? And now I've read that one out. He'd be very pleased with himself. Now he's got a couple of messages read out. Very, very happy. Daniel has got to go now. The caller's... it's gone now. But got the caller's job at East Ham for 4 years, 1999 to 2003. I bet you're popular with the old ladies, aren't you, when you're doing that, Daniel, aren't you? Eh? You become like a star in the bingo place, don't you? Because I've seen this. You know, the bingo caller's up there, and then there's a break between the games, and he walks round in his, like, tuxedo and the bow tie, and all the old ladies want to talk to him, don't they? Eh? I bet you become a real star in your sort of own domain like that. Am I right in that? And everyone wants to sort of meet you and all that. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Really is. Oh, that's it. That's all our stories. Oh, we've got through the whole lot. Okay, gang, raffle ticket time. If you want a raffle ticket, speak now. Gary Owen has just written in there. Oh, actually, a little while ago he sent this in. There's a guy in my town of Potalbot called Captain Beanie. Does lots of charity. He's got a museum in his flat and a website. Wow. Oh, wow. Excellent. Here we go. He done a music quiz on Facebook and YouTube. Had a 24-hour ban from Facebook and copyright strike from YouTube. Live and learn. Yes, Gary. Yes, then that's what I keep telling people. You have to be so careful with the music that you play both on Facebook and YouTube because they take you off. That's why we can't have a music round featuring actual music, you know. And that's the way it is. Right, off we go then. Let's go. Where are we? Mick Davenport is ticket number 458. Thank you. Roy Brownlow 459. Tony King 460. Jason Hughes 461. Fran Green 462. 463 for John Aitken. Yeah, I'm going to go out on my bike today down to Lidl. If I can't get in, I can't get in. Doesn't matter. I'm tempted to go in there. There's an electric bike. No, I mustn't. I don't want to go. That's unnecessary to go into a bike shop, innit? Don't need to go in there. Michael Lawrence, 464. Sean Pye, 465. Diane Jebb, 466. 467 for David Hunt. Are you playing the bingo on Sunday, David? You need to send me your email address if you want to do that. We've got bingo Sunday at 8 o'clock. That's a good laugh. 468 for Mari. Daniel used to hide in the staff room, did you? Did you not like meeting the people then? Were they a bit touchy? Were they a bit touchy? The old dear's touching you. Were you young then, Daniel? Young and pretty? Well, you might be young and pretty now. I don't know what you look like. Huh? Were you young and pretty then? And the old ladies, they like to touch. Oh, why deny them that? They just want a little touch here and there, don't they? Heidi, hello Heidi, 469 for Heidi. Adrian, 470. Thank you, Adrian. Colin 471. Dr. Gregorian 472. Bet you're missing your karaoke, aren't you, mate? Dr. Gregorian there. Oh, what was that from Jason there? Oh, I've read that already. 473. Where did we get to? Sorry. Dr. Gregorian. Mandy 473. Rachel 474. Rachel 474. Claire 475. No, you can't swap. Do you want to swap your ticket for a better number? Yes, of course you can, Roy. Just a moment. Let's swap it for 476. You now have 476, Roy Brownlow, and we're reassign 459 to Ross Herndine. So I don't have to waste paper. Ross Herndine for you. Won't you be annoyed now, Roy, if 459 comes out? I hope it does. I hope so much that 459 comes out now, because you just changed that. You gave that to Ross Herndon. I'll be so happy if that one gets pulled out on Monday. I really will. I'll play if you fix it. I can't fix the bingo, David. That's impossible. You just can't do it. It's not something that you can do. I push a button and a number comes up. You can't fix it. You can't actually fix it. I'm thinking that I would like a different bingo program, to be honest. What I've got is okay, but there is a little bug in it, and but I cannot find what I want. It just doesn't seem to be available. Did I tell you I wrote to a bloke, Lee's Bingos, and he kindly enough wrote back to him. He got bingo programs, and it does what I want it to do, except send out virtual tickets. Right? What I'd literally have to do is take pictures and email them individually to people. Well, that's going to take hours. It's just not a goer, unfortunately. But I would like a better bingo program. He's written back to me saying it's not something that he wants to do. So that's fair enough, isn't it, really? Where did we get that? Daniel, I was 19 to 23. And he's nearly 14. Oh, that's why you were scared. You were scared of all the old dears, weren't you? Did they pinch your bum as you walked around? They do that. They don't care, these old dears, mate. How wonderful. How blooming wonderful. Colin K, thank you. 477. Is that everyone? High Grade Gaming? No, you're not too late. Of course you're not. If you're ever too late for tickets, just email me. I can reply to your email, okay, with your ticket number. No problem at all. Same for our wonderful silent viewers. That's what we do there. All right, High Grade Gaming, 478. Thank you, High Grade Gaming. I can give you my numbers and you can push the button. I can't push the button. It doesn't work like that. How'd you get bingo tickets, says Finley. Your mum might like that as well, Finley, actually. Your mum might like that. If you just send me an email to that address there. Excuse me. Send me an email to that address there, and I'll reply to you once you've been added to the system, and I'll tell you what happens, okay? But it's Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We play 3 games. There's only little prizes, really, for the first couple of games. I was hoping that something else arrives today, to add to our smaller prizes. And then for the main prize, you can win stuff like a T-shirt, okay? A T-shirt, or you can have we got clocks. I think there's only 3 of these left. We got clocks, okay? These are available to buy, incidentally, as they're £23 on the PayPal, okay? There's the PayPal. Anyone who wants one of those, £23 on the PayPal, okay? Unfortunately, on a super chat, they're much dearer because of the 30%, like 35 quid on there. 23, 33, so 35 on a super chat. So if you want one of those, please only do it by PayPal, because it'd be so much cheaper for you. All right, my loves. But you can win one of those in the Bingo Sunday. I think there's 3 or 4 of those left. T-shirts, hats, 2 types of hats. and other bits and pieces. So it's all quite good fun. All right, so it's Sunday night. Send me an email there. If your mum wants to play, I need her email as well. It has to be a separate email for each person that wants to play. And then come Sunday night, at some point in the afternoon before 6 p.m, I send out the bingo tickets for game number 1. Okay, so you'll get that through the post, and then I explain to you at 8 o'clock how we play. Often the regulars say, "Oh, why are you telling us all this again?" Well, because new people play. You have to think of everyone, not just one person. Very important to think of everyone instead of one person. I'm sure they taught you that at school as well, didn't they? I've always sort of been a bit like that. Try and think of everyone instead of just one person. So that's how it works. All right, Finley. So send us an email there. Email there, and ask your mum. Ask your mum if she wants to play, because she might want to play that with you. Thank you. Daniel can help me in my bingo search. All right, let's just see. Have we done everyone there? Right. Okay. How much was this Dalek figure? Oh, that was a present. It's an alarm clock. It's a clock. I can't remember how it works now, to be honest. What's that do? I think the battery's probably dead on it. I don't know how it works anymore. That was a present ages and ages ago, that. Is that the battery there? Don't know how it works. Is there a door here to open or something? Oh, hang on. What's the date? 3rd, isn't it? Right. Let's see if I can do something. 1, 2, 3, set. Oh, 9, 10, 10:55. I haven't set this for years. Seriously, I can't believe this battery's still going. This battery must have been in this about 10 years. 55, yeah. 10:55, look, 10:55. What's this, demo? Oh, that doesn't work. I don't know where the battery's going, this. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. I won't open that. Look, can you see what's happened? That's battery acid, that is, so that I better not open that. Yeah, I think it was some sort of present. It has been exterminated, yes. I'm afraid you can't send me a Prezi. I've got no address for you to send a Prezi to, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Okay. Is that everyone now? I was going to tell you that something then. Daniel, yeah, Daniel Woodhouse. Okay, so let me tell you basically what my program does. It's a wonderful program written for me by a very talented person. But unfortunately, he no longer has the code. He had the program, because I lost the program. He had the program, but not the code. Now, I know nothing about computer programming or code, all right? So I'm only saying what I was told. So he sent me the program, and it works reasonably well. There is a bug in the system, which means sometimes it slings out a number 91 to people. Well, the bingo only goes up to 90. And sometimes people get on their tickets number 91. That is a bug. There's nothing I can do about that. So I need that to be gone, right? I have a list of people that have registered for the bingo, an email list. Basically, I create a new game, right? Game number 1, right? And I do create. So it creates this game and adds everyone in the database to that game, right? Then I push another button, and it sends out the bingo tickets with random numbers on it to everyone in that list that I've added to the game. And then we start the game, and I push a button, a number comes up on a grid with the numbers. Have you seen this? Have you seen us playing this, Daniel? I can show this to you now. 1 minute. Let me show this to you. Let me just bring up the bingo thing there. There's the bingo thing. Right, that's... Okay, so that's the game we were playing on Sunday. Oh, you can't see it yet. Just a minute. There it goes. That's the game we were playing on Sunday night, okay? Right, that's the first game we were playing on Sunday night. Diane Jebb won that, by the looks of it. So you can only see the bingo board there. Actually, it's what I see in front of me is a lot larger than that. Next to that bingo board, and it on the right hand side, is a list of names. Now, I can't show you this, unfortunately, because it's not set up to be able to do this. Is a list of names, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the top 10 people there. And it's got all the numbers that they've got, okay? And each number that's crossed off, and it's crossed off. If that number's gone, it's crossed off. So I can see who's winning. All right? Then I push a button like this, and another. Watch this. Watch another number get crossed out. You ready? Watch this. Watch. Did you see that? Number 19 became crossed off then. I'll try it again. Can you see? You probably can't see that. Yeah, if I do it quickly, you'll see the numbers getting crossed off. Look, right. Can you see them all getting crossed off? Actually, I wonder what happens when you get to the end. Oh, nothing. That's it. It just 72. 71. Why isn't 71 come up there? I don't know. Is that it? Is that everything? Oh, there it goes. So they're now all crossed off. I don't know what happens now. 72. Oh, it just stops. Okay, fair enough. I thought something. I don't know. I thought some alarm would go off or something exciting like that then, but it hasn't, has it? And that's how it works, right? And as I say, I could see a list of the top 10 people there. I'd like to see more than the top 10, to be honest, if there was a way of doing that. So that's the thing there. Now, the problem is the number 91. As I say, the number 91 is a little bit of a problem. We've managed to get away with it by now because it's not massively busy, if you see what I mean, right? But the busier it gets, the harder it becomes, because if someone gets 91, right, on the bingo card, right at the beginning of the game, I say, cross it off, you've got the lucky number. Everyone knows it's a bug in the system. We don't hide it. Right? Now, the thing is, because number 91 doesn't come up, as the leaderboard gets more and more busy with people waiting for one number, if someone's got 91, okay, and they win, I can miss that because it doesn't come up. So that one doesn't get crossed out. So I'm looking at this, and as we get towards the closer part of the game where someone's about to win, I have to slow down and look for someone who's got that number 91. And as you know, with bingo, the last number has to be on the ticket, right? Well, if it's number 91 and I don't spot it, we can go past that. And then if someone number 91 wins, we've actually gone past it, but they have claimed, I just haven't seen it. So that is the main problem on there. That's the main problem. Now, I can find 101 bingo programs, some excellent bingo programs, especially by Lee's Bingo, and it's not expensive. He charges something. He rents it, but it's like £10 a year or something ridiculously low like that. And it's a good program. The only thing is, it doesn't send out the virtual bingo tickets. So literally, what I'd have to do is perhaps download, perhaps print them. No, I wouldn't have to print them off, but I'd have to get them on my computer screen, take a photograph, and then send it to someone. Well, if you've got like 80 people playing, and we're almost at 80 now, if you've got 80 people playing, then you'd have to do that 80 times, and then for 3 games, so you'd have to do that 180, 160, 320 times, wouldn't you? And it's just not on. You can't do it. So that's what I need. Basically, that's what I need, and I need to find someone who can write it, really. I don't mind paying for something like that, as long as it's not too expensive, you know. Something like that might be expensive. Then again, it might be, I don't know, 50 quid. So it just depends. And then if I got it, I would have to test it out and see how well it goes, whether it's as good as what I've got already. It's just a shame, unfortunately, the chap who wrote that doesn't have the, what's he call it? The programming, the coding or something like that anymore. But there we are. All right. Let's have a look there. There should be a, oh, hang on a minute. We've gone a little bit too far down there. That's the bingo search. There we are. Where are we now? John Parrish, the blue collar worker, said, if you own a GH. Yeah, I don't think your message has come out fully there, John. Sorry. I know what that says. Let me just close the bingo program. David wants to be added. I'll add you after the show, David. All right, you'll be on the system. Worry not. Manilow will never disappear for Mick. I must do a Manilow song for you soon, boys and girls, live on this program. We're not playing bingo at the moment. David says there should be a way to view the source code and simply delete the code for 91. I don't know how to do that, David. Could I perhaps send you the program? Can I send you the program? Is that something you can do? If you could remove 91, that would probably be all I need to do. Just by removing 91. All we want to do is remove that the fact that number 91 comes out. You know, some people, and it goes out to several people, number 91. If we could just remove that, could I send you the program and perhaps you can have a look at it? Or is that something you can't do? Because I don't know. It is, I think it's a zip file. Let me just see what it is. Bingo. Is that it there? Users desktop. Where is it now? Oh, there it is. Bingo shortcut. Can I open... What do you do? Open file location, isn't it? 1 minute. Oh, hang on. I don't know. Sorry, gang. I hope you don't mind me doing this. This is quite an important thing. Because as the bingo... It is getting quite busy, the bingo. And it could be a... It's not a problem at the moment. Open file location. There it is. Bingo. There it is. Bingo. I could send you that. What he's done is actually, because we use Gmail, then the actual bingo program doesn't send out the tickets itself, which it did before when I was using NTL World to send out the tickets. But with Gmail, so he had to write a small program called an email sender, and somehow one program talks to the other, grabs all the email addresses that I've entered into the bingo program and sends out the tickets. It's very clever. Very clever. I could send you that, I suppose. Could send you that for perhaps you have a look at it for us. Or anyone else, you know. Number 91 there. I don't know how to do that. Have you met Heidi on your site? No, I haven't, John. She watches the show occasionally. She's a lovely lady to talk to there. All right. Roy might be able to do that as well. Randomized code. I don't know what it is. Randomized code. What is it? See, I can open the... But what is that there? I don't know what it is. I might have a look at it. Sometimes you can look at things like broken down cars. I'm not a mechanic. But you know, sometimes your car might break down and... Oh, I don't know what this is. And you lift up the bonnet and you could see a wire hanging down. And it's obvious where it's come from. So sometimes maybe I can open that somehow and see it. What's this? It's got an error log. Oh, that's to do with the that's to do with the email thing there. Okay, that's to do with that bingo thing there. I don't know what it is, dear. It's all very strange and mysterious. John, only a person who has a house can live on a site if she can prove it's unavailable during the period. Yeah, that's right. Right, come on, let's do the today's birthdays. There's quite a few birthdays today, actually, boys and girls. Happy birthday on this Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday, isn't it? Happy birthday on this Friday, the 3rd of April, 2022. Hello to Russ Vernon. Morning, Russ. Happy birthday today to Fiona. Fiona Christides. Hello, Fiona. She used to live in Roehampton. They actually look like they're going to knock down a block of flats. But happy birthday to you, Fiona. All right, my love. So you must be 55, 54, 53, I think, today. No, 55? 55, Fiona. I knew her when I was at Scouts. Happy birthday, Fiona. Married to a lovely chap called Nick. Happy birthday today to Matthew Taylor. Greetings, Matthew. Long time since I've heard from you. Happy birthday. Ian Thrussell today, 47 years old. Richard Dudley Smith. Morning, Richard. 57 today. Rohan Mapara is 22 years old today. Damian Rochard Debrowski. Lovely picture of you there, Damian. Happy birthday today. Chris Willis today is 39. David Gardner, 57. Jack Gilbert. Happy birthday to Jack. Scott Jones. Happy birthday. And James Scott today is 47 years old. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And enjoy your birthdays, whatever you're doing. Probably sat at home watching one of these shows. I do hope so. Thanks so much for joining us today, boys and girls. Do whatever you're doing today on this Friday. Remember, keep washing those hands and don't have contact with people unless you absolutely have to. I shall go on a little bike ride down to Lidl and see if there's not too many people here. If there is, worry not. I shall turn straight round and come back home again. Be quite nice to ride on the roads today, I must say. See you again very soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Cheerio now.